MimiMcGee.com here in the kitchen for another Nutri-mercial couple of minutes to talk about spices and spice blends. There is nothing more important in making your plant-based dishes delicious and just tasty for everybody than having the right seasonings. I have a whole bunch of different spice blends that I use, and I recommend that you get a few of them at least. I'm going to talk about it more on the blog, so definitely check out leafycafe.com in a little while for a full detailed blog post about spices, spice blends, which to use, how to combine them. But something that a lot of cuisines have in common is these powerful herbs and spices that are really, really good for us. They're very, very anti-inflammatory in a lot of cases. Some of them have as much anti-inflammatory components as something like ibuprofen. I know, it's crazy. But you get to benefit from it if you're eating plant-based food. We love ethnic cuisine, especially food. Well, I really hate to single out any type of ethnic cuisine because we're all over the map. We're in Mexico, we're in India, Indonesia, Thai food, and you get to experiment with all these different types of spices when you're cooking these different types of cuisine. I think that there's a few spices that you can't live without that overlap in many of these countries of these types of cuisine. One of them would be cumin. So definitely include that in your spice cabinet. Also ginger, turmeric, which I have right here, a beautiful orange spice, really, really potent anti-inflammatory, especially when mixed with black pepper. Smoked paprika is another must-have, really great for giving like your collards that smoky ham hock taste. Cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, all really yummy. You can make a lot of different blends just from those basics. You can also buy spice blends that are really good. And I recommend the Frontier blend with no sodium. I use these to flavor all kinds of things, including my veggie burgers. And you can take the same veggie burger recipe and change the spice blend and come up with a whole different flavor each time. So you can make a base recipe and then add a Bombay veggie for a little masala flavoring, or Oriental for some Asian, or you could go on down south of the border and have a little Creole. So it just depends on where you want to go, but same recipe, just different spice mix. And Frontier is a really good, very accessible brand. You can find it pretty much in any grocery store and mostly all organic. If you want to get into Middle Eastern cuisine, something that's really, really special and kind of far out is Ras El Hanout. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but it is yummy and very exotic. It has so many interesting ingredients, including rosebuds. So that's really going to make your curries or your tagines have a really different flavor with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of spice. So definitely check that one out. Can you see it? Great. And something that I can't live without when I'm flavoring food, especially if I want to make my tuna salad, or if I'm trying to make mushrooms with a kind of a sea flavor for a scallopy inspired dish, I use seaweed like dulse or kelp, and you can find that. This one just happens to be from Maine, where we are right now, and it's really, really an excellent source of iodine, and that's important in our diets. So I think getting a book about spices might be a great idea for you too. And I have this one called Spice Notes by Ian Hemphill. And it has a whole section on making your own spice blends. And you can make and when you have these basic spices that we just talked about, the ginger, the cumin, the turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, chili is another, you know, from all the way from Mexican to Indonesia. You can also create tons of different mixtures that will make you can use them in rice pilafs, and curries and tagines, or just a little bit in a spaghetti sauce even, just to give it a little different flavor. So tons of uses. I'm looking for something unusual. Oh yeah, in Indonesian and Thai, it's often difficult to find some ingredients. Let's see what I have here. I have some kaffir limes and let's curry leaves. These I pick up when I get a chance whenever I'm in a city where I can get to an Asian market. Curry leaves, different than the spice curry. And kaffir limes, they really add really great depth and flavor to your curries or tagines. Also pomegranate seeds. So when I see these I happen to pick up in Tesco in England, or you can mail order. Places like Penzeys is a great place to get all kinds of exotic spices and ingredients, or Asian market near you. So basically, don't forget that when you're eating a whole foods plant-based diet, you are definitely going to be able to take advantage of the superpowers of these wonderful spices. Not only are they going to add flavor and depth to your dishes, but they're really going to be good for you. Tons of antioxidants, tons of anti-inflammatory profile here. So eat them up, okay? See you over at the blog.